Welcome to my life. Today I want to talk about Wofai Fada. It trended the whole of last week on the internet. She trended everywhere. But as usual, I like to observe before I give my own 2 cents. Hello and welcome to my life. I want to discuss Wofai Fada today. As usual, when anything pops up on the internet, I prefer to observe first before I give my own opinion. So I am here to give my own opinion. Welcome to the life. I am here to give my own opinion about Wofai Fada. If you come in, you can do well to share the video, share the live. For those of you who don't know Wofai Fada, Wofai is a prominent and popular actress, comedian, TV personality, entrepreneur, TV host, and lots more. She has been on the news since last week, and I don't want to say she's been on the news for the wrong reasons, but it seems so many people, especially the family she's been married into, do not appreciate her as a person. So hello and welcome to my life. Okay, So, okay, I want to talk about Wofai Fada today. You all are welcome to my life. Last week she was trending on the internet. She was trending on the internet, like really. She was just everywhere. The thing is, she was supposed to get married, approved. But before we get or delve into the story, I'd like for you to, excuse me, guys. I would like for you to hear a brief biography of who Wofai Ewa is, otherwise known as Wofai Fada. Okay, her brief biography. Wofai Ewa, that's her name, her real name, Wofai Ewa. She was born on May 11th, 1990. She is an MC, a presenter, actress, and comedian based in Nigeria. She is also known for her hilarious skits on Instagram that has over 500 followers. She is a girl from Cross River State, Nigeria. As per her education, you're welcome to the live. As you come in, please share the live. Thank you. Wofai studied theater arts and media studies at the University of Alaba, so she's a graduate. And according to Wofai Fada, she was making skits for fun, and she started in 2014. Little did she know that it would actually take her far. This means that Wofai Fada is a comedian too, according to what the information says. Her first hosting gig was at the MTN Lovers Ball in 2015. Uganda. Ugandan artist Andy Kenzo was recently in Nigeria and met Wofai Fada. He taught her as how to dance, Itaya loss. Apart from coming out with her comedy show, Wofai plans on producing her own movies. Now that's basically who Wofai Fada is. Hi, you're welcome to my life. I want to give my own 2 cents concerning Wofai Fada. The thing is, Wofai is a media personality. She is of Nigerian nationality. She's a comedian. She's also, hi Daniel, you're welcome to my life. Please share the live. She's also a TV presenter, a host, and lots more. This means that Wofai is an established woman already. I think for every man out there, she is a good fit because she's financially stable, and there are lots of things we must look beyond when we seek to get our partners when we settle down. You know, marriage is a lifetime commitment. It is not just a commitment for yourselves, that is the couple, but for the families as well. But in the case of Wofai, it's shocking that when she posted pictures of her engagement, she blurred the face of her partner. We did not know who the partner was until after, say, a week later. And when she posted, it did not take time for her to get dragged by the family she was getting married into. So the amazing thing here is, I don't understand how age should be the main factor that is determining why or where people should get married. Age should not be that reason that will deny someone of the partner that they want to sit or spend the rest of their life with. I think that it should be beyond age. We cannot continue to hold certain little things in mind when we choose partners in marriage, because marriage goes beyond just two people and their families. Remember, it is a commitment for a lifetime. So you must stay with someone whom you're comfortable with, whom you love, whom you can share and spend the rest of your life with. Now, the thing is, her in-laws publicly came out to write and tell the world that their son is not married, and whatever information that is being propagated on the internet concerning a traditional marriage that was held in the home of Wofai, that it's not valid. They rejected all the pictures, the marriage, everything, the videos flowing on the internet. They said no, that's not their son. They distanced themselves from the marriage. They refused to accept a daughter-in-law that is older than their son. This was the main reason that they gave for they not wanting the marriage. So I don't think it is reason enough. Yeah, it's not reason enough for people not to want their child to get married. Now, I wanted to give my take on this issue with their son's choice of wife. But honestly, it is not the family that is going to stay with this woman. And this man must have seen things in this woman that makes him to want to stick with her no matter the situation. First of all, African traditions were created by our forefathers, and they created these traditions because of certain things. When time changed, I believe that some of these traditions are bound to begin to change as well, so that they can fit the now society we live in. In the past, it's a taboo for an older woman to marry a younger woman. But as the days go by, it's beginning to change. That narrative still doesn't hold water anymore. There is nothing wrong with an older woman getting married to a younger man. Now, another thing I want to talk about is if this man in question, because his parents say he's just 30 years and the lady is 34, other narratives say the lady is 38. Okay, this man is 30. If this man is mature enough to live in a home that he calls his own, run a business that belongs to him, purchase things on his own, and do so many other things as a man, I don't see the reason why he should be told what to do when it comes to marriage. Just a quick disclaimer. Parents play a vital role in the lives of their children when they want to marry. But I think this role should be basically supportive, not otherwise, like trying to tell them who to marry or why they should not marry or why they should marry that person. Even if they have insist on marrying whoever he wants to marry, because this is his choice. He is the one who is going to live with his choice of wife and not the family. The family should accept the choice of the man because it is the man who is going to live with the woman and not the family. Now in Africa, there is a strong reason why the family of the groom should accept the bride, or vice versa, why your family should accept your spouse in most traditions in Africa, because they tend to say the marriage doesn't only end at the level of the family, it goes beyond the family. So if you are not accepted by a particular family, hi Vicky, welcome to my life. If you are not accepted by that family, it is not advisable to go into that family. Now, this is the thing with marriages. You are not the parent is not the one to live with that spouse. There must be particular things the spouse may have seen in the wife. That's why they choose the wife or the husband to get married to. Hi, you're welcome to my life. So it's not a situation of you wanting to impose as a parent who should marry your child. Rather, you should take a supportive route and be supportive of whatever or whoever they choose to marry. It is a thing of choice, not a thing of religion or tradition. It is a thing of choice. You marry who you love. You marry who you feel comfortable with. You marry who you want to be comfortable or you can spend the rest of your life with. Now, the other thing about this case, if the man in question stands by the woman and really, really wants for the woman, Turari, if I didn't pronounce that right, I'm sorry. You're welcome to the live. We're discussing Wofai Fada today. Wofai Fada is a Nigerian personality. She wanted to get married, or she's married to her husband, but her husband's family denies to accept this marriage, this union. They even came out to announce to the world that she is not a co. That's the name of the husband. She's not a co. She's not a member of their family. So we're just discussing one or two things about the marriage that I think maybe we should look into as a people. As times change, so are our traditions and our beliefs. They change to suit or to fit the narrative we now live in, the realities we now have in our lives. So for a man to be older than a woman in marriage, I don't think it is a problem. It is not a problem, but in Africa, it has always been an issue for an older woman to marry a younger woman. But things are beginning to change as we are seeing nowadays. Younger women are more stable in mind. They have older women, sorry, are more stable in mind. They have experience in life, and then maybe they already saw everything they wanted to see and they're ready to settle. So I think that older women are the best bet if marriage is concerned. But when you look at it closely, some younger men now go for older women these days. It doesn't look like it's an issue, but it is something that is happening nowadays. And I believe that based on our traditions, these two can change, these two can be accepted. Ages in marriage shouldn't be a criteria for choosing a spouse. If your son brings a woman home who is, say, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years older than to stick with this person and wants to marry this person and this person makes him happy and they want to stick together, I think it's good. It's not something that we should be fighting or like trying to create tension where there is no tension. Now we are fighting dysfunctional families of late, wherein a man, before he marries a woman, he already has a child outside, or a woman already has a child and now she's getting married to another man with children, and she brings in her children. Hi, Margie. And she brings in her children from another marriage. This is something that is not natural. It is not normal. It is not the normal way our families used to look like. But situations like this will create families like that because Wofai Fada is already pregnant for this man in question. So I think for the two of them getting married now is like bridging that possibility, like ending it. Because if Wofai gives birth to her baby without marrying the baby's father, this means that whoever she goes to get married to, she will go into that marriage with her child. Now, are we helping a situation here? We are not helping any situation. We are just making things worse. For the fact that this man likes her or loves her and wants to be with her, and then she already has a child for this man, she's already carrying a child for this man, I think the best option for the family is to just let the two be and support them in their decision. Okay, we have African relatives who live abroad. Hi, you're welcome to my life. We have African relatives who live abroad. They have the system they met abroad. So many of them, they tend to get married abroad. See, if they are living in the States, they get married in the States, they have the children there. Since they cannot visit home from time to time, maybe anytime they can visit home, they come down with their entire families. And you find African parents accepting these families. Why would they accept the families when they have not gone through the normal African way? Or house is not of African origin, they are forced to accept. So I think that the Cole family should see this like one of those kind of marriages. The two are already involved. There's a child in the way already. There's a child in between. So they cannot reject this girl. It's not visible for me. Okay. Other people are of the narrative that in Africa, you don't just marry the family, the man, you marry the man's family or the woman's family. That is also true. But the reality is, these two people will be living just the two of them. Even if family members are going to get involved, they won't be that involved. They won't be 100% involved. And if families have to be involved in relationship, I think they should be involved at the level of support. Show their support for their family, help them grow, help them be better. Not family should support, they should help, they should bring in judging. Now, if this girl was the daughter of the Cole family and somebody impregnates their daughter, I don't think they will be taking this route, coming to the internet to debunk the marriage or telling the world that they are not in accordance with the marriage. It has already happened. It is what it is. So there's nothing they can do about it. So for every situation, like I always say on my videos, I like to take out the lessons in them. And the first lesson we'll be taking home today from this video. Please, as a man or woman who wants to get married, please be responsible for yourself and your partner. It is not a prerogative of your family to choose who you are going to marry. No. The reason is you would be the one to live with that person. You know that person better than your family. Welcome to my life. You know that person better. You would be the one to live with that person. If there is anything good or bad, you would have to bear the consequences of your decisions. Let nobody choose a spouse for you. Because if they choose a spouse for you, then you will not be living your best life without spouse. You will always be looking for excuses against them. Now, the second thing that I want you to take home today in this situation, we have traditions, that is true. And we have outgrown some traditions. Why? Because all the traditions that we live with today were created by our forefathers, and it was in a particular. So I think that some of these traditions too should evolve. For instance, an older woman getting married to a younger man in the past used to be a taboo. But now I get married to older women. We have prominent people in society whose wives are 10, 5, 8 years older than them, and they have peace in that marriage. The third thing I want for us to take home today, marry in as support system to that marriage. So if you really want your marriage to succeed, choose the right person, and then maybe you guys talk about the dream that you have. You work in collaboration. Bringing in family members is just some sort of distraction. It's just some sort of distraction because they also have their own homes. They should concentrate. Just a disclaimer, I am just saying that they should leave their children. They have trained the children, right? And these children have grown up to be responsible citizens. It is not in their place to come and make certain kind of decisions again for them. Just let these people be, and just be supportive from behind. So these things should change. These narratives should change because it is no longer like before. Now, we are fighting dysfunctional families. This is an opportunity. The fourth reason, or the fourth thing that we'll be taking home today, is dysfunctional families are created by we human beings. We create these dysfunctional families. Just because someone is failing in one way or the other, it doesn't make them imperfect. It doesn't make them not good enough. If they have some little limitations, it's not good enough for them to be ruled out completely. I don't know the reason for this family not wanting this girl to be married into their family. They just brought out the age aspect, which personally I don't think it is an issue. If it is beyond the age aspect, I think every human being living on this earth has a limitation. So they can excuse her limitations and then maybe see the good in her. If their son is seeing something good in her and wanting or wishing to in a scenario like this. So generally, my advice to Wofai is, or personally, my advice to Wofai is, if that family will not accept you and your husband accepts you, supports you, and wants you in his life, marry him. Go ahead and marry him. Let the family not accept you. You don't need acceptance or approval from any other person other than your husband. I know that many people will not agree with this decision, but take a scenario where they lived abroad. If they lived, say, in the US or UK, and they married the family with their children, the family will have a situation where the husband doesn't want her anymore, then she will be left alone. But now this is the case where she is already pregnant for this man, and even if she wishes not to marry him, she's going to end up a single mother. It is true that they say a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. So what about being a single mom at her age? Remember, she's not young. She's 34 years already. She really doesn't have time to look for another relationship. Age is no longer on her side. And plus, she is pregnant. So my only advice to her, if her husband is 100% with her, she should stay with her husband and form a beautiful family. Remember, the family you create is better or more important than the one you are from, because you 100% need the support goes to form their own family. So she should focus her strength, she should focus her money, her happiness, everything towards the family that she is creating now with her husband. If in the future her husband family comes around, she should be open to receive them. But if they don't come around, she can only remain and pray that her marriage works. After all, many people out there that were accepted by the husband's family, they are divorced today, right? They are divorced. There's no major reason that people even stay married. Some of them even marry and then within the marriage they plan to divorce. They just want to get in and then get out again. So please, we should just support our children, our brothers, our sisters who are in love, who want to marry, and then forget about things that really don't matter. As usual, keep your comments polite in the section and in the comment section, and see you on the next one. Thank you.